everybody? Welcome back to another Wisdom Girl and Wise Women show. It's your girl, Wisdom Girl, aka Carmel Miller, and this is.
Hey everybody, I'm Wise Woman Leslie Christie.
And today our topic is insecurity.
Insecurity.
Well, don't forget to like and share this with a friend because somebody may need to hear this. We say that every show, but we're not lying.
Yes.
So share this video and let's get right into the show. So, what is insecurity? Well, insecurity is uncertainty or anxiety about oneself, a lack of confidence, and it's a feeling of inadequacy and not being good enough.
Yeah, for sure.
Insecurity can bring various problems and challenges to a person's life. So, here are the most 5 common ones. Do you want to say?
All right, sure.
Okay.
So, one of the big ones that insecurity brings is low self-esteem. Now, for those who might be struggling with low self-esteem, then chances are it's because there's a level of insecurity within you. So, insecurity often leads to a diminished sense of self-worth, like who you are, what you think about yourself, and usually causes the individual to struggle with low self-esteem, with self-doubt, with self-criticism. You know how a lot of us criticize our own selves.
And it's not constructive.
It's not right. It's not constructive.
Because there's a difference.
Absolutely.
Regular criticism is like you're being mean on purpose, or like, yeah, that's a child's definition. I'm not going in the dictionary. And like, constructive criticism is like something that's gonna help you.
Right.
Now you may not like to hear it,
but it still helps you at the end of the day. Yeah, absolutely. And also with low self-esteem, it leads to a negative self-image. So you think so low of yourself that you don't love yourself. You don't love who you are, all that God has created you to be. Regardless of how you look at how you're packaged, right? Insecurity can lead you to low self-esteem, and it affects your confidence. It affects everything about who you are.
And also, you might also compare yourself to other people, like Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, like Cardi B, like all these people. You may even if it's into deep, honestly, you compare yourself to a cartoon character that doesn't even really exist. So, yeah.
I don't know if I ever compared myself to a cartoon. No, I'm lying. I have not compared, but like you see a cartoon character and you be like, okay, I'm kind of feeling her. You know who it is?
Brooklyn from Barbie.
Who?
Brooklyn from Barbie. They got a doll with braids. It's a
doll
with braids.
But okay, I'll take her. No, I can't. Oh man, the name escapes me. It'll come back to me.
Was it a Flintstone? Okay,
no. Flintstone. Not no Flintstone character. Anyway, back to insecurity.
But that's not really comparing. It's like you ate. Okay.
Yeah, it's more admiration.
Yeah,
you're right. It's not insecurity.
If I compare myself to a cartoon character, it will be something like, okay, somebody use like Brooklyn from Barbie as an example. Oh my gosh, she looks just like me. Like it's a black person.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. But not insecurity, because insecurities make you feel as if you are less than. Yet, like you feel like you're less than, you feel like you're not good enough, and you feel. You criticize yourself, all of those things. Yeah. All right. So what else? One of those 5 areas that insecurity leads us to.
Second one, I think, was lack of healthy relationships, whether it was romantic relationships, friendships, or even professional collaborations.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, why are they partnering me with somebody who's smarter than me? Like, how's that gonna make me feel?
Right.
It's stuff like that. So it's so much that's going on right now. So
yeah, that's a good point that you raised, because a lot of times people who, in terms of professional or business collaborations, it doesn't matter the age, right? Sometimes we get into a room with people and you feel like, well, I don't belong here. They're smarter than me.
All these people is wearing some suits and stuff. I'm wearing some jeans right now.
Right, and you count yourself out, and we don't realize we forget the most important thing is that you're in the room. Come on, somebody. Something got you in that room.
I mean, exactly. You're in the room where it happens now, so why does it matter? Oh,
yeah. So again,
I'm so corny.
What?
The room where it happens from Hamilton.
Oh,
I'm corny.
But is that insecurity that leads us to that lack of healthy relationships, even with ourselves,
even within ourselves.
Yeah. Also, insecurity leads us to limited opportunities, right? So it holds us back. It can hold us back from pursuing opportunities and taking risks. So if I'm insecure within myself, I feel like, no, I'm not gonna go after that thing. I'm not gonna pursue that because I'm not good enough, because I don't have it all together, because I don't know enough, because I don't have things lined up enough. When that's already counting yourself out. And I feel like if you can even see it and think of it, if
Clearly
you
were
can
meant
even
to be there.
you were meant to be there. There is a purpose for you to just step in and pursue, right? Because that, as we talked about last week, one of the first steps, I think it was Theodore Roosevelt who said this. I don't remember. Sorry, don't fact check me. But or maybe you should fact check and find out who it was, or go back to last week's episode. But it's taking that first step that leads to success.
Wait, did you say Theodore Roosevelt or Eleanor?
Eleanor, see, I told you.
That was Theodore Roosevelt.
I told you I don't remember. Okay,
Theodore Roosevelt said
Theodore,
that.
sorry. No, Eleanor. Anyway, what doesn't matter? Somebody said it.
They're both Roosevelts.
Yeah, a Roosevelt.
They're related anyway.
If Roosevelt said it. I don't know.
That was Theodore Roosevelt.
It was Theodore?
He said that.
Okay, Theodore. All right. So you have to take that first step. You have to take that initiative.
No, sorry to cut you off, but like this thought comes in my head and I don't want to lose it because so like honestly, if you're thinking about it, like you said, you're meant to be there. But if you actually take the risk, you realize that nobody cares about the fact whether you're there now. No, it's just everybody cares about what steps you took to get there.
Right. Exactly.
We gotta give this shout out because this shout out is hilarious.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, go ahead.
Shout out to Sister Tanisha, who said, I always felt like Velma from Scooby-Doo. I like her. She's the smart one. Good point.
She's a smart one. So yeah, Velma from Scooby-Doo. Hey, whoever. But again, it's that comparison. It's that,
I always thought I was Daphne from Scooby-Doo.
Oh.
Because I'm not one that's like that wants everybody to be together and not argue and is weakling for romance.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna move on.
Anyway.
So what do we say? Low self-esteem. These are the things, some of the problems, the challenges that a person with insecurity deals with in their personal life. And these are common ones. This is not exclusive, but inclusive.
These are not rare. Like pretty much people around my age, 12 now, is
12.
I am 12. I'm ginormous. Who are like 12 and 13, like going older, they deal with these things.
Yeah.
And even people who are older, they compare themselves to the younglings because they want to be cool,
or they just compare themselves to whomever. But you're right. In both categories, in both generations, these things are
like
apparent.
4 generations, but they're like 4.
No, in both our generations.
Yeah. I mean, because like the older generations wish they knew our slang or whatever, and then they compare themselves to other people because they're like, this woman is like 70-something years old and she looked like she's 23.
That's
what
true.
about me? What? Like
that is true.
Anything you see is probably not even natural. No, except for my face.
Or we don't know the work ethic. We don't know what it took for
Exactly.
them to get there. So that this
They
is
probably left
why,
out.
right, this is why these things, these are all common things that lead to insecurity. Again, low self-esteem, lack of healthy relationships, limited opportunities. What's
opportunities,
next?
negative self-talk, and overthinking.
Which is part of what we were just talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
So, okay. So I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Should I say last year? Because now I'm going to second grade. I mean, I'm just gonna say like 2 school semesters ago. Like I was in 5th grade, and I kept failing I wasn't doing well on my tests.
On what test?
Math test,
Her math test. Yeah.
unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And I was having some negative self-talk and overthinking. I'm like, well, why did I not eat this? Because like
Mm-hmm.
I worked hard. I could make sure all my homework was done. Like I don't know what's going on and stuff like that. There's a reason why I was being failed, but we're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
But after I realized the reason why,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, and now I gotta know what I have to do next year.
Yeah.
So then,
Yeah.
I mean, I was studying and doing, getting work done, make sure all my homework was done.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes during school,
Mm-hmm.
I did overwork myself.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, and then I stopped, took a little break, and then I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna eat this without doing this old having this old habit.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like it's just middle school is really messed up. It messed me up.
Yeah.
And I'm still in it, unfortunately.
But what you're saying is very apparent because you were talking negative, right? You were overthinking things, but then you took a step back and said, what do I need to do to fix it? And that's the thing that's one of the things that's going to break us out of these insecurities. And we all have levels of insecurity. We all do. The other thing that it does is it causes emotional distress. It absolutely causes us, to have these feelings of anxiety, sometimes depression. We isolate ourselves socially. We don't want to be around people or be in certain groups. All of these different things we don't want to do. I'll tell you, you told your story. Let me tell my story. When my okay, now I'm really going back.
Oh,
When I was about I think I was about 8 or 9 years old. I honestly don't remember exactly, but it was around 8 or 9 years old. And I told part of the story, and I cracked my tooth playing blind man bluff.
What the heck is that? That sounds like a game that you should not
I'll
be
tell you
playing.
later, not this show. No, it's fun, but that's not the point of this. So I cracked my tooth playing blind man bluff, and I had to go get a filling. I was so young, they couldn't give me a cap or anything like that. And I went to get a filling, and I had that filling for years, right? They told me when you turn 18, we'll take the filling out, give you a cap. I never went back to get the cap. What they did was to do a better filling, right? But then some years ago, I'm an adult, and when I say some years ago, I mean maybe 5, 6 years ago. I don't remember. 4 5 years ago, whatever it was, my filling came out. So I know that you all noticed the cracked tooth in front, and I was completely embarrassed. Didn't want to smile, didn't want to open my mouth, didn't want to be around people. Nothing like that. Here I am pastoring a church. I'm a preacher. I'm a public speaker. All of these things. And I have to be in front of people, but I have this cracked tooth, and I felt so insecure. I cannot even tell you or explain to you the level of insecurity I had. But it was my husband who kept saying, listen, that is not what makes you who you are. Yes, people will see it, but people it will diminish in people's eyes if you are strong, if you just embrace it, and not make that the thing that people see rather than people see you, the person. And so that's what kind of pushed me, out and say, you know what? Okay, one day I'm going to get it fixed, but I can't wait until one day to do the things that I'm called to do. I had to really kill that insecurity And
exactly.
I know it's there. I don't like it still today. It bothers me to some level, but it does not.
It doesn't bother you as
It
heavy
does,
anymore.
yeah, it doesn't
It's
give
not
me
that,
insecurity anymore. So,
I mean,
and
sometimes
so
it can be annoying though.
yeah, but the point is that I had to figure out how to fix it, the thing that caused me insecurity, just like you did. So yeah. So I wonder if any of you who are viewing us today, if you experienced that. Sister Tanisha says, I remember times when I got to the front door of opportunities, and because I wasn't confident, but I have also got to the front door and refused to turn around, because you never know what's waiting for you on the other side. If God sends you, then go. Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, Fatima, we are together. We are together. You want to read what Sister Teacher just said?
Right. I know about your tooth because you've told me about it. But truthfully, I've never even noticed when we are around.
Oh, girl, I love you.
That's
You know
true.
I love you,
You
but
don't
I
notice.
love you. Yes. Come on, we're gonna give her some special. We're gonna send her a special Wisdom Girl Wise
No,
Woman
send her a good
package for
package.
that one. Yes. All right. So we have some Bible verses that kind of deal with this. There's so many really that deal with this, and it was hard to kind of pick something to nail down one or two that we could talk about. We did our best because it was just so many. So why don't you go ahead? You tell me.
I'll go first. I will
Okay.
first. We have Philippians 4:6-7, from the easy to read or easy English.
Easy English.
Easy English Bible. Do not worry about anything. Instead, pray to God about everything.
Yeah.
Ask Him to help you with the things that you need and thank Him for His help.
Yeah.
If you do that, God will give you peace in your minds. That peace is so great that nobody can completely understand it. You will not worry or be afraid because you belong to Christ Jesus.
I love that. That's so true.
That was Aiden. You ate.
Yeah,
Who
that's
wrote
so
that?
true.
You ate. Okay. I'm pretty sure you're dead, but you ate. You ate.
You know what? That was Paul, by the way.
Oh, he's dead.
But she say he's definitely dead. But yeah. When our focus, when our focus is on God and we don't worry about, every little thing that comes our way, it gives us peace. And let me tell you something. Peace is something that you have to practice. It really is. It's something that you have to decide you're going to have. A lot of people think that having peace is something that, when you get saved, you come to know Jesus as your Lord and Savior, that you automatically have peace every single day of your life. That's not how it goes, because life continues, life happens. Peace is something that you have to decide I'm going to have, and you have to decide how you're going to have that. So you have to dismiss things that aggravate you, annoy you, bring you to that unpeaceful place, right? It's a mindset, it's a choice that you have. And I've had, and it's not just one time, it's continuously, like every day for some people, every other day for others, every week for others, and I have decided to live in peace. And I have to remind myself of that, because my world is chaotic. I have so many things going on and so many people who depend on me and so many different things that I have decided I have to live in peace. Because listen, my mind got to be clear. My mind got to be sharp and right. I got to live in peace. And so that also means if there are people in your circle around you who causes you, confusion and disruption and all these other things, and now you no longer have a peaceful environment, guess what? That person got to go. They can't be in your circle.
Well,
I don't know.
Life, a few people go. Okay, that escalated quickly. What were we talking about? John 10:10 from the Passion
All right, John 10:10
Translation,
from the Passion Translation. It says the thief has only one thing in mind. He wants to steal, slaughter, and destroy. But I have come to give you everything in abundance, more than you expect. Come on, Jesus. Life in its fullness until you overflow. Man. So insecurity is not supposed to be a part of our lives, because because that's of the enemy.
Exactly.
Because of all the things that it causes in our lives.
Exactly.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. He comes to steal, to slaughter, destroy. That's what insecurity does for us. It steals our peace. It steals our joy. It slaughters the things that we're trying to build. Sometimes slaughters relationships, like we were talking about.
Destroys anything that makes you happy.
Come on, come on.
But like, that's the thing. When it comes to things, we always get us Christians.
Move your hands from your face so they can see you.
When it comes to when the enemy tries to destroys our happiness, they're mostly material things.
Well,
things money can buy.
Not always.
Exactly, not always.
Because
sometimes, but those are things that that God created Himself. So it's kind of like, I mean, obviously He could make you another one, or God Himself, just Him Himself. That's the one. Those are the things. That's the one thing that the enemy can't steal. That will not make you happy. That will make you happy.
Oh, our relationship with God.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. He tries, because that's the whole point He tries to, and he digs at things that are more emotional and mental and psychological than it is material. That's why I said not always. He doesn't care about our home, our house, our car. He doesn't care about any of that. He cares about our joy. He cares about our peace. That's what he tries to steal, because that is housed in Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. So how can we overcome insecurity, wisdom girl? We need help.
Practice self-confidence or embrace yourself. Well, basically, in other words, self-compassion or confidence. Or like embrace them.
Yeah.
Just like accept the fact. Like if somebody tries to come for you, like you're ugly, you're very dramatic. Nobody wants to be around you. Just sit there and be like, tell me something I don't know. I know I'm dramatic. That's what makes me. Like, you're annoying and you're a hater. That's what makes you.
Okay. Embrace yourself. All right. Practice self-compassion. I love that. Challenge negative thoughts. What about that?
Oh, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay. Challenge negative thoughts. Okay. So if your brain is telling you you're ugly, this is dumb, and I'm just look at your brain. Well, you can't really look at your brain, but
well,
you could look at
we know what you mean.
You just think to yourself and be like, not my brain going against, like make a joke out of it. Like not my brain going against me.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I love that.
Like you're getting lazy. Excuse me.
Yeah, make a joke out of it. I like
that. Wrong brain.
Yeah, I love that.
Your brain's gonna be sitting there like, what?
Yeah. So challenge those negative thoughts. Like flip it is what you're saying. Exactly. Just to make a joke out of it, flip it, and then replace them. Instead of the negative thoughts. For every negative thought, think of something positive, something wonderful.
He's like, you're pretty.
Yeah. Also, focus on your strengths.
Your strengths. Easy. To make this simpler, focus on your strengths. If you're dramatic like me, be like, maybe I could go on YouTube or and learn how to expand my skills, because you don't know where your skill. I mean, I was born naturally dramatic.
You were.
I was.
You got it honestly.
I wasn't born. So what I try to do is I go on YouTube. I watch these POVs, like point of views, where you put yourself in a character's position. So I've been learning how to cry on cue. The rest comes naturally.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, focus. Yeah. So your strength is well, when you say you are, what did you say? You're naturally dramatic, right? So you're not, you mean in terms, you're dramatic in like how you respond to things sometimes, but you're dramatic in terms of also what you did was use that to
make a career out of it. Like I could be an actress, stage, lights, camera, action.
Yeah, so you got to focus on your strengths, focus on those things that make you who you are, those things that are strong in you, that that you can thrive on. And then surround yourself with supportive people, like push out the negative people, those who, don't have anything
Like you
kind to say about you.
guys.
Right, like you. A lot of times we don't do that. We
If
just
you surround, I mean, honestly, when you say surround yourself with supportive people and nobody around you is supportive,
Mhm.
you got God. Like
Yeah.
you really need people like that. I mean,
Well, I
sometimes
think
you
you
do need
do.
people. Sometimes you do need your parents, to help you out a little bit.
I
But for
think
people who don't, I mean, I'm not gonna say every parent is supportive, but like 70% of the population parents are supportive.
Mhm.
So if you got those parents, but you don't really want to reach out to them for help or whatever, you got God. Just saying.
Yeah,
Just saying.
yeah. But I also think that you need at least one person in your life because God created us
That's not your
to be in
parents. They don't
relationship.
parents don't count. They're your
Yeah,
parents.
somebody else that is supportive of you, that can give you that constructive feedback, that can tell you whether or not you're doing well. You need to, kind of step up in this area. Come
Your
on,
teachers don't count
you
either.
can make it. Come on, you can go forward. that friend, that relative, somebody.
My friend. Yeah.
Yeah, that
And
can
teachers don't count.
be
Though.
supportive
That's
of
their
you.
job.
Yeah.
Teachers don't count either.
All right. So what about these quotes?
Oh yes.
Because we only have a few minutes.
I'm gonna go.
Before we do that, I'm sorry. Before we do that, overcoming again, kind of recapping, overcoming overcoming insecurity, practice self compassion, embrace your
focus on your strengths, surround yourself with supportive people.
Yep, challenge negative thoughts. And then the two we didn't talk about, practice
self-care.
Right, take care of yourself. You reduce
Go
your
to
stress.
sleep.
Go to sleep. Right, take a
Seek
Calgon bath.
professional help if needed.
And that's a big one. Seek professional help
Seek
if you need.
professional
If
help.
you are always crying and always in a negative space, then seek professional help if you need it. All right. So we have some quotes we want to end with.
We're gonna do the shortest one because we only got a minute left.
Well, I like the longest one too. But go ahead, whatever you choose, it's on you.
Oh, I think I know her.
Okay.
Shannon Adler. There'll always be someone willing to hurt you, put you down, gossip about you, belittle your accomplishments, and judge your soul. It is a fact that we all must face. However, if you realize that God is a best friend that stands beside you when others cast stones, you will never be afraid, never feel worthless, and never feel alone.
I love that.
I don't think we need to read the other ones.
Well, how about the last one that we have?
Oh yes, I love that one. This is unknown. Insecurity is like a shadow. The more you focus on it, the bigger it comes. Focus on your strengths and watch your insecurities fade away.
Love that. Love it, love it, love it. So we hope that this has taught you something. We hope that it has encouraged you. We hope that it has pushed you to a place where not only you realize that we all have insecurities, but we all have to choose to work on them and let them go and be in the Lord Jesus Christ, because that really is where our strength is. That really is the place where we can become stronger. All right.
Well,
what you want to say to our viewers, our family out there, our wisdom warriors?
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at wisdomgirlwisewoman.com.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's our website.
Yeah,
Wisdom Girl Wise Woman. And
go there too.
wisdomgirlwisewoman.com.
Yeah. And let people know. Share this platform with other people so that other people can be blessed by what we share here on our channel. We our desire is to grow and grow and grow and to be on stages so that we can bring hopeful and inspiring, empowering messages to schools and to churches, to women's groups, to conferences and different things like that. And so we need your help to help us grow. So please, sir, please, ma'am, tell everybody you know about who we are, what we do, not just through social media, but through your mouth, because verbal sharing is the most powerful sharing there is. All right. We love you.
Love you.
And we will see you next week. But first, we want to tell you that we want you all to wise up,
live,
and prosper.
prosper.
Bye bye, everybody.